guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you a couple of tips on how to stay productive at home when you're working from home, whether you're studying, working, anything like this. I think these tips could apply to you. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss any lifestyle or work content that I post. And give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And without further ado, let's hop into it. So the first tip I have for you is actually starts the night before, and it's to get a good night's sleep. I have such a hard time concentrating if I haven't gotten a good night's sleep that night. So as much as you may hate to do it, go to sleep in a decent time. Make sure that you're getting your full 8 hours, because my next tip is to wake up earlier. I think it's so important to have that time before work for yourself. I mean, I'm definitely a morning person, and you definitely don't have to get up as early as I usually do, but I think it's really valuable to have that time to yourself before you hop right into work. So I usually will get up at 4 if I'm going to the gym, or 5 if I'm just going to go for a run in the morning. Definitely don't have to get up that early, but I really think it's nice to have the time before you start work. Going along with that, my third tip is to create a good morning routine. Just like it's important to create a good night routine, it's nice to have a good morning routine, because it just sort of sets your brain so that when you do those things, it knows right after that, okay, you're getting to work. Like, it just sort of tricks your brain into knowing and it becoming a habit and a pattern. So make sure you have some sort of morning routine. It doesn't have to be that in depth. My fourth tip is to move your body. I know that not everyone likes to work out first thing in the morning. A lot of people are afternoon people who work out, who get their energy in the afternoon. But I still think it might be nice I think it's nice to go for a walk or do some yoga, something light at least, just to move your body and energize your body, ready for it before you sit down for long periods of time while you're working. If you've seen my other videos, I usually will go to the gym or run in the morning, but I think it can be really useful to move your body first thing in the morning. My next tip is to have some quiet time in the morning, whether it's journaling, reading, anything. Just have some quiet time to yourself to just get your head in the right mind space before working. I think it's really nice I personally really like to curl up with a cup of coffee and read in the morning, because it sets my mind in the right space to be able to focus on my work after that, if I've had time to myself. My next tip is to make sure that you're writing a to-do list every day, or at least once a week, and set your top 3 priorities for what you want to complete that day or that week. I think it really helps to focus, and also it's very satisfying to have a checked off list. My 7th tip is to make sure you're having a good breakfast. I know a lot of people tend to skip breakfast, but I think it's really important to help crave snacking, especially when you're working at home or studying at home or anything like that. It's so easy just to walk over to your pantry and grab something quick to snack on. But I find if I've had a good breakfast, I don't tend to do that as much, because I'm full and can concentrate on my work. If I'm hungry, there is no way I'm going to be able to concentrate. Same thing as if I haven't had my coffee, there's no way I'm going to be able to concentrate. So make sure you're having a good breakfast. My 8th tip is to make sure you're taking breaks. Stephen and I both are working from home right now, and we make sure that we take a break at 12 or lunch break every single day, just to step away from our computers and enjoy each other's company for like half an hour, just like you would a normal lunch break, because without a change of scenery, it can get really difficult. The day can feel really long if you're not getting any sort of break from your computer. My 9th tip is to create a separate workspace. Don't don't be the person who sits in at the couch or who sits in their bed and studies or does work. It's so easy to bring your work home with you if you're doing that. I find that if I have a separate area, then I can just leave, I can just walk away from that whenever I need a break from work, or if I, at the end of the day, I don't have to think about work anymore once I've left that spot. I know not everyone will have a desk, but if you have like a countertop, you can create like a standing desk or something like that. Just don't work in your bed if you can avoid it. And my final tip is to give yourself some grace. I think that when you're working from home, you can feel more pressure to get things done because you don't have those extra distractions, or you have to justify the fact that you're working from home. I know doesn't really apply right now, but that there can be some added pressure when you're working from home. But just like you have some days at the office that are not going to be your most productive, you're going to have days when you're working at home that are not your most productive, and that's totally okay. And this is a crazy time, so give yourself grace, take your time, you're doing great. Anyone who needs to hear that, you're doing great. And that's it, that's the end of my video. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, because it shows that you are enjoying my content, and make sure you leave a comment down below because I'd love to get to know any of you who are watching this. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any lifestyle or work content from me again. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!